Hello, this is Drew the driver with Riding to Cash. This should be obvious, but to work as a Lyft driver, Uber Eats delivery person, Postmates driver, Lime scooter charger, Bird scooter charger, you are a subcontractor contracting work for that company. So you're not an employee. You're going to receive a 1099 at the end of the year. You're supposed to cover all of your own expenses. You pay your own taxes at the end, which tends to be a higher tax because it's a self-employment type tax. It is not a job. You're not an employee, and they are not taking taxes out for you. I've been asked that a few times, and people wonder about it, and it's pretty clear. There's no workers' comp covered when you are a contractor for Lime or Bird or scooters or whatever. There's no unemployment benefits, no taxes withheld. That is just the flat out reality. But I recommend you find a accountant or a bookkeeper or some type of tax professional type person with experience to help guide you in navigating the waters of covering your taxes and making sure you have write-offs and you aren't paying too much on tax, because at the end when you claim your income, hopefully you have enough write-offs to justify like cutting the number in half, which is pretty normal, especially if you track your miles. Very, very important to track your miles. I recommend the Mile IQ app, but they also have a mile tracking feature in Quickbooks, which you can get. There's a link below where you can sign up for Quickbooks. I recommend it. You track your expenses, yada, yada. So for the people who did not know this, which hopefully there's only a few of you out there, when you charge scooters for Bird, you're not an employee, you're a contractor, and you will eventually have to pay the taxes on it. They probably range between 25 to 30% of what you receive as a expense out the door, unless you have a huge amount of write-offs, and then it's a lower number. But that's a good rule of thumb to set aside 30% of your earnings to cover those taxes at the end. Big differences between contractor versus employee. Employees have set schedules. It's a job. The taxes are withheld from your check. There is workers' compensation benefits if you get hurt on the job. Unemployment benefits if the company goes under and you claim it when you eventually are no longer working there. And you tend to make less money in the sense of they're taking the taxes out from your check up front, so you receive less. Contractors, there's some benefits. You're able to write off a lot more expenses, such as possibly part phone use because you're using your phone for the work, miles driven on a vehicle, a possibly portion of your home for the use of charging the scooters. There's a long list of stuff. Any expense, like when you bought extension cords, surge protectors, more charge cables, gloves, gas, like all kinds of things. You can't claim gas and miles. It's usually better to just claim the miles, because the gas, you spend less money on gas than you do in regards to receiving funds as a write-off from your mileage. So track your miles, use that. But yeah, those two things are different, employee versus contractor. Contractors is a 1099 at the end of the year, and an employee gets a W-2. They're different forms. Get a hold of a tax person. Don't rely on the information you've gotten from me. I'm not a professional. Do not consider this advice. Just giving heads up so you know. Do your research. Check that stuff out. But that's what I wanted to share, and hopefully this is helpful. But yes, you are 1099 contractor when you charge for scooters. Charge for Bird or Lime or Lyft or Jump or whatever company. So have a great day.